Many of us are trying to find a way to move out, but hundreds of others are fighting to move in. Who's packing their belongings in cities across America and choosing to move to New Orleans? Then the Road Home program is here answering your questions. Where's the money? Why the delays? And questions about the rules. And the doctor is in and is talking about water woes, depression, and mystery illnesses. From Studio B at the WGSU Broadcast Center in New Orleans, 6 is On Your Side Live. Good evening, I'm Norman Robinson. We begin tonight with a look at life for the new New Orleanians and the people who, even after the worst thing that's ever happened to the city, have chosen to move here for their careers and homes. Sometimes in spite of Katrina and sometimes because of it. 6 On Your Side Live investigates this recipe for recovery in one hotel kitchen.
Everybody that's in the kitchen right now is born and raised in New Orleans, so I'm able to learn the traditional recipes that their mother taught them how to make when they were kids, you know, like.
But the executive chef is from California. The Windsor Court Hotel recruited Mike Collins to interview for the job in April. He says from news reports he watched back home on TV, he didn't know what to expect in New Orleans.
They really portrayed it as just being a city that was gone. You know, I went into the Uptown area, into the Garden District, into the French Quarter, you know, and I saw that the city's still here.
But on most of his first trip to New Orleans in 10 years, he literally couldn't leave the kitchen.
I ended up staying here for which turned out to be a one-night interview. Stayed for 2 weeks, so I was, you know, please somebody go buy me some clothes. I got to change sometime this week.
And he soon permanently changed his address. So did pastry chef Melissa Grimm, a Minnesota native who spent the past 5 years in California kitchens. Staffing is a big challenge in the hospitality field post-Katrina, so why were these two culinary stars so eager to move to New Orleans as it struggles to rebound from the storm?
I truly bought into the city. I saw people that really cared about what they were doing. I saw the hotel that it needed. I mean, the people needed this hotel, but not only the employees, but the people of the city needed, you know, this landmark hotel to come back. Figured being a part of that, if I could be part of this hotel coming back, the city's going to come back with me.
I've been asked that. People are shocked that I moved here a month and a half after the storm, and that I'm still selling the pitch on why don't you come to New Orleans.
Grimm and her New Orleans-raised fiancé had settled on this city as a sweeter place to live than San Francisco a few months before Katrina. However, the storm made Grimm rethink her plans.
That's when we decided, no, we planned on New Orleans. New Orleans it is. So just over a year later, here I am.
Grimm fixed up her in-laws' flooded house, and when she's away from the kitchen, she's repairing the one she bought in January.
And I'm really happy to be helping. You know, I've taken one house at least off the market, and I'm fixing it up, planning on living there. It's not quite done yet, but for me, it's been a great opportunity.
Part of her recipe for recovery is helping find more workers for the city's restaurants. She's been contacting culinary schools, trying to cook up internships to draw graduates to New Orleans. And she's not worried that the higher cost of housing since the storm will sour future chefs.
Yes, the cost of living is higher now than it was before the storm, but also the wages have increased. So I don't think from that standpoint that it should be a deterrent to people moving here or people moving back.
Collins says there are affordable rents for people who want to work here. And he says when he recruits people who share his passion, New Orleans is not hard to sell.
People are coming back. It's not an isolated ghost town. I mean, I show them what it is. I let the city pitch itself. That's why I try and get people and give them a one-day tour of the city.
Collins has the food operations at the Windsor Court back up and running 100%. He says his hotel is a symbol of the recovery the rest of the city is going to share. And the California chef plans to stay here to help that happen.
I've lived all over the United States. I've lived overseas, and I've always tended to move around. You know, I get bored where I'm at. New Orleans, this is home. Why go anywhere else? You know, that may scare my mother who's in California, but I love it here. The city has everything to offer. The people here are what make it.